So let's start with Lando Norris, who's spoken about his difficult race in Brazil. As we know, Norris got pole, but ended up losing the lead into turn 1. He then lost more positions due to pitting just before a red flag caused by Franco Colapinto, and then ran off twice at 2 restarts. On the track, Norris finished 6th, while title rival Max Verstappen started 17th, and ended up taking a dominant win following a great drive. Now Verstappen did benefit from the red flag, with him not pitting beforehand, and in turn he was able to make a free pit stop without losing position. That did put him ahead of Norris, who, as I said, pitted just before the red flag, which cost him 2nd place. And speaking to Sky F1, Norris said, "It was just unlucky. I don't care about the hindsight side of things. That's luck for them, nothing more. They got lucky on a rule no one agrees with. Probably then they agreed with it, but every driver has disagreed with it in the past. Today it benefited them. It could have benefited us if we just stayed out. But that's a stupid thing to think of. Just a bit unlucky today, nothing more. Of course disappointing. Max drove well, he got a bit lucky, and that's life." Now for me the red flag was just one of those things, and for sure Verstappen benefited from it, no doubt, but he did drive seriously well. I mean, at the end of the day, in my opinion, the only reason he could benefit from it is because of how high up the order he got himself at the time of the red flag. Now to make things worse for Norris, he was investigated after the race for an alleged starting procedure infringement. Basically, Lance Stroll went off on the formation lap and the car needed to be recovered, so the start was aborted. But despite this, Norris ended up leading several cars round again for another formation lap, while others, including Verstappen, stayed in place on the grid. And replays show there was no green light when Lando Norris led the field away after the aborted start message. So yeah, Norris should have stayed in position and waited for further instruction really. But he won't lose 6th place, with him being fined €5,000 for the incident instead. A steward's statement said, "The FIA Formula 1 race director initiated the aborted start procedure, indicating the drivers should not leave the grid. This message was necessary as there was a car off track in turn 4 that needed to be recovered. Although the signal was appropriate, given the light panel illuminated as prescribed and the teams notified by the messaging system, the driver left the grid and proceeded on a lap that he assumed to be an extra formation lap. As the driver was on the front row of the grid, this triggered following drivers to take similar action. At some point the race director, realising that for practical reasons all cars would now need to do an extra formation lap, gave an instruction to the teams for all cars to proceed and return to the grid to follow the correct aborted start procedure. In the opinion of the stewards, the driver precipitated the action of the drivers on the grid directly behind him." Now George Russell was also investigated and he received the same fine, although Yuki Tsunoda and Liam Lawson avoided any punishment after also being investigated, with the RB pair deemed to have been influenced by the cars in front of them. But that's going to be the video from me today. Thank you ever so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos, and until the next one, take care. Bye.